My name is Nicole Freer. I'm a native Houstonian, and I get the pleasure of meeting people every day that are relocating to Houston for jobs, for family, for cost of living. But what keeps me here are the people. This is the first interview I've done with a needle in my arm, and despite it looking uncomfortable, it's super comfortable, and even more comfortable because I get to talk with someone who is doing things for people that I truly, truly support and do believe in.
Thank you.
So tell us, what is it that you do?
So what we do are IV vitamin drips, also known as IV vitamin therapy or IV vitamin infusion. They're done for hydration reasons. They're also done for a direct infusion of vitamins, minerals, and nutrients directly into the system with 100% absorption and immediate use by the body.
Awesome. And I try to do these as often as I can when I have time. They are great for kind of a pick-me-up, or when people start telling me that they're getting sick and I know that I need to boost my immune system and get all the good stuff, I call you.
It's perfect. So, and that's the key, is prevention. So it's everybody, for the most part, wants to wait until they actually get sick, until, you know, they get an IV vitamin infusion, or before they go to the doctor or start taking something for it or start eating right. But in reality, prevention is the key. We know that. So if we can feed the body and fuel it, then we're going to boost and build that immune system, and all the functions are at a heightened level, and we can, for the most part, completely avoid what you feel is coming on or that you can possibly be getting based off of travel or altitude or just deficiencies in general.
And I am getting ready to travel, so this is great. I'll be set and ready to go.
It's huge. So where are you going?
We're going to Bora Bora.
Okay, perfect. So while you're there, right, you're going to be direct exposure to sun, to maybe a drink or two. I don't know,
maybe.
possibly.
Yeah.
So, but travel alone is huge, especially on an airplane and being around people and airports and hotel rooms and all of these things. It's pretty important to boost your immune system. A lot of people say, well, I'll wait till I get back so I can get boosted and built back up after being depleted on my trip. Complete opposite. Yes, that's awesome, right? But at the same time, let's prevent it. Let's stop it before it happens so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
And that's the cool thing, is prevention. Now, I will say, you saved my life once. I want to say it was a year and a half, 2 years ago.
I remember.
You know, you may think that you get the flu when you start feeling ill during, you know, certain times of the year, but once you finally do get the real flu,
Which you had.
yes, and I felt like I was on my deathbed. Doug called you guys up. I vaguely remember it. I was so sick. I could hardly open my eyes, and you guys came over. You guys set me up on the drip, and while I wasn't 100% normal the next day, it helped me immensely.
So it's crazy, right? And that's the benefit of 100%. So when we take something by mouth, we're getting 10-15% absorption. We lose so much through the digestion process. So if you're able to get everything that you need at 100%, that's where it's at. Plus you're completely dehydrated. Your body's working 10 times harder fighting off something or being sick than you would normally. And so your cells, all these functions are working, and you're burning fluids, you're burning nutrients, vitamins, minerals. So you're extremely depleted when your body needs it the most to fight it off. And that's why it helps so much, is because now you're getting, that's equivalent to drinking 2.5 to 3 gallons of water.
Which is kind of hard to do when you're
Kind
running
of hard.
around.
There's
Yeah.
no question, especially when you don't feel good, right?
Exactly.
So, you know, that's honestly, hydration, I feel, is probably 70% of it. That's the transport in, and that's the, on the detox side, the exit system too. So having fluid, number one, is pretty key. Having fluid that already has your electrolyte base in it, that's awesome too. But then we can add all of the other things in there: vitamin C, all your B complex, Zofran if you're nauseous, Toradol if you have body aches, but your glutathione antioxidants, all of these things we can add in there, and which we customize to you. What you got today is different than what you had when you were actually sick. So we can customize each drip based off of what's going on today at this current time, as opposed to a menu-based drip where same thing, same doses for everybody, and then you got to do boosters and add-ons and you're making that decision. You might not know, or you're just kind of like, all right, this is getting kind of crazy, and then your health is sacrificed based off of a decision of whether you need to pay for an add-on or a booster. We're a set price, we talk, we see what's going on, what you've been doing, what you're doing now, what you're going to be doing, and then base your drip mix off of that.
And let's talk about the convenience factor. You guys aren't a brick and mortar. Families contact you and you get in your truck and you drive out to them and to see them at their residence or their business or their place of comfort to get hooked up and get all the good stuff.
It's old school, right? It's old school house calls style medicine. I think that that's the future of healthcare, is convenience, number one. Nobody has time, you put it off, you don't go to the doctor because of all these factors. But when you can bring something to you in your environment, in your household, accomplish multiple things. One is comfort factor. I don't want to go sit in a waiting room or in a waiting room at a drip spa or even at an urgent care ER, because first of all, the people there are there for the same reasons that you're probably there. And if you don't have something going in, you're probably going to leave with something going out. And second is that whole doctor feeling environment. I want to get it completely away. I don't wear scrubs. A lot of places do. Why? I want to take that factor out. I don't want you to feel like you're in a medical facility. I want you to be comfortable. So time is another thing. If you're sitting here, and we've done it a bunch of different times with you and the crew, is you're able to continue to work, to talk, to basically go about your daily life and business is within reach. But you can continue doing what you're doing. You don't have to take time out of your day. Sit in traffic, sit in a waiting room, get your drip, same thing back and forth. So time is huge, convenience is huge, comfort is huge. So if we can do it in your home, your office, at the gym, in a parking lot with the mobile unit, then kind of takes care of all the different aspects that people don't want to go to the doctor or to a drip spa or a brick and mortar location. So.
And I've got you on speed dial, but for someone who needs to get in touch with you, whether they just need a pick-me-up or they're feeling like they're coming down with something, what's the best way for them to contact you?
So the best way is either send a message, call the direct line, which is 832-953-IV-ME. So make it easy. So literally the letters IV-M-E. And then Facebook Messenger and Instagram direct message is how we do a lot of business. On the direct line, you can call or text. A lot of times text is better because if I'm with a client, I'm not going to answer the phone. So if I can get that direct text, then I'll be able to check it and get right back. So.
Well, I mean, I'm feeling better already. I'm ready to take this trip and get on an airplane and be around, potentially people that could make me sick. But, it's not going to faze me because I got my drip.
That's right. So I'm excited for you. It's going to be fun.
I'm definitely all for convenience, and I'm definitely all for preventing getting sick. And getting the drip is just another reason why I love Houston.